stops here, the vibration is transferred from the box to the hopper. So the box is vibrating and so is the hopper, like this. See that? And so by doing that, you spend less time pushing that material down inside the hopper to get through that flow gate and then of course across the riffles. That's pretty darn smart if you ask me. But I wanted you to see all these different features on the 140S. And of course the 151S is the same way, it's just a bigger version. So what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna hook this thing up, fire it up, and I'm gonna run some of this dirt through and see how well that new polyester matting in there tracks this fine gold, because I know I got fine gold in these mine dumps out here, because I've seen it and I've tasted it too. It's real good. Woo, wait, oh, there you are. I was looking all over for you. Okay, now before we get started, I gotta practice some safety tips here. All right, first safety tip, one of these guys, all right? Now, if you're gonna run one of these guys, you gotta have one of these guys. Why? Well, if you're gonna ask, then you shouldn't even be doing it. Okay, next one is these guys right here. What is that? Well, that's hearing protection, fool. You gotta put those in your ears because after about 6 hours of running that leaf blower, woo-wee, you can't hear nothing. You know, it works good because that way I can't hear Slim snoring at night in the cave. And we're gonna dig this hole out. I guess the guy who brought the unit, he wants to get some gold too. I don't blame him because I gotta have that gold too. I gotta have that gold too. So anyway, you know what I'm gonna say, huh? So come on. What? Let's go. Okay, so I got a little paintbrush right here. Why? You should always bring a little brush. I know it sounds crazy, but see, it makes cleaning the top of that tray off. And the reason why I like to do that is because when I pull out this riffle tray, I don't want any dirt to accidentally fall down in my box. Now, if that were the case, or if I got any dirt that got sucked up into that intake and ran through that tube, you have this little tiny port down here on the bottom. It's just got a little release. You open it like that, pull it out, you can tilt the box forward and then all the dirt will run out if you got any little dirt in there or rocks or pebbles. Now, don't throw it away because I've seen a lot of gold in there. So not a lot, but a little bit. So, so that's what that little guy is for, so you can clean him out in case you get any dirt in there. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick cleanup and show you how to do that. You're gonna have to have a bucket. Don't lose this bucket. This is proprietary only for the cleanups, nothing else. Because I've seen some guys set it to the side and someone think, oh, I need a bucket. I got to put something in there. Oh, I got to get rid of that dirt. Ah, you threw away 6 hours of work. Okay, so you're just going to lift that up gently. See that? And I got a little bit of dirt in there too. Just like that. And you can see where the air from the intake is actually blowing some of the dirt up on top of my polyester matting right there. And you're gonna put him in like such. The riffles are facing that way. Don't do it the other way. Put it in like such. Tap it. Make sure everything's out of it. Just like such. That's how you do a cleanup. Now you can gently clean the back side of this. That's another reason I like to bring these brushes. See that? I can just brush that dirt right off the back. I don't like using my hand because I'm afraid I'm gonna damage it. So I just brush that off lightly. See that? Okay, so I'll put him to the side. Put him face down. Don't do this because he's gonna pick up a bunch of dirt. All right, see that? There's my polyester matting. See, that's got a little bit of rocks in there. Nothing to write home about. See all that dirt on the back? I can just paintbrush him off. Ooh, I gotta love that. Okay, and then I got a little bit of dirt and dust in there. I can just kind of clean him out like such. And that way I got a nice good seal when I go to put that back in. See, I got a couple rocks up in there. See that? I don't like that. So I'm gonna get in there and clean that out. And at all your dry washers, you're gonna have to do this, okay? Because eventually you're going to get some dust in there. It's inevitable. And once in a while, a little rock's going to fall in there, and that's why they made this little plug down here. But bring your paintbrush with you, because that way you ensure that you got yourself a good seal. And then you just put it all back together, and everything's good. So, you know what we're going to do next, right? I'm going to pan it out. And there better be some gold in there, or I'm going to get real mad. At who? At Slim, that's who. Oh, I tell you what, might make an old man out of you. All right, now think back to my other videos. Remember I told you, make panning so much easier. You classify your cons or your concentrates that you get out of that darn thing, because it's going to be a lot easier to pan. Remember the golden rule. Mike Punk told me this once and it stuck. He said, remember the golden rule, Jeff. The golden rule is this, is if everything is the same size in the pan, then gold rules. It's as simple as that. It's all about displacement. Some crazy stuff like that, I don't know. All right. Everything's in there. Classify them out. I'll hold him later for nuggets. Yeah, I know. Now I got a new pan. Now that's another thing I forgot to mention, because I know a lot of people don't talk about this. But when you're out panning, test panning, especially if you're test panning, you better wash that pan out every time that you get a new sample, because I've seen so many guys cross-contaminate. They'll go out there and they'll have a few bits of gold left in their pan from the last sample, and they won't clean it all out. They'll get some stuck in there. Sometimes they forget. And so they go to another place and like, oh my God, I'm finding gold everywhere. No, you just forgot to get the gold out of your pan. It just keeps staying in there. So make sure you clean your pan out. Now I got a brand new pan, so I know there ain't no gold in this pan. And yeah, you're gonna get wet. I had a couple guys saying, Jeff, I can't believe you can pan that fast. Guess what? I can't either. But yeah, you can pan that fast. Now, I got a lot of that limestone and a lot of that granite porphyry in there. That's what the gold's traveling in, that granite porphyry. All right, I'm gonna be real careful with that. Now I lost my son, and so I'm hoping you can see this if I got any gold. I don't know if I got gold or bullets, so I'm gonna try to get this over here. I ain't got no sun left. Let's see what's gonna be easier. I know, I feel like I'm dancing, huh? Okay, let's take a look at that. Got a lot of iron. Ooh, I don't see any gold yet. I don't see no gold. Come on, gold. I know you gotta have some gold in there. I'll shake that down. Ooh, look at that! Look at that, see that? I got some little pieces and some big pieces. Oh, look at that. Let me get some of that ironstone out of there, see that? Look at that. Tap that up to the top. A whole bunch of little pieces in there too. That is nice. See that? Right up in there. There's some nice pieces in there, and there's some little tiny ones in there too. See that? Ooh-wee. That's not bad. I think we only ran for maybe, what, 45 minutes? We had a lot of fun today, didn't we? Let's see. Me and Slim got to shoot at somebody. Oops, sorry about that. Oh, wait. That's right. I forgot. Slim! Slim's still up on the hill. I forgot all about him. Why didn't you tell me that? I'm glad that we had fun today, and I hope you had fun too. And if you did have fun, please rate, share, and subscribe. Yeah, I know. And of course, leave me and Slim a comment, because we like to know what you think about all this craziness out here, huh? So until next time, this is Jeff Williams and
Gary Bass
with That'sItWilliams.com, saying you got a keen dry washer and you think you got the best? Well, you ain't seen nothing yet till you see the 140S. So come on, let's go!